Yeah, 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 I ain't wasting no time tonight. I'm finna show you how to hit the quad.
Being engaged look like at an East High School football game to you?
Wearing your themes, cheering, trying to be the loudest in the student section. That's it.
What do you ladies think that being engaged looks like at an East football game?
I think being engaged in a football game is cheering and paying attention.
Being engaged at a football game is to be sitting in the student section.
To be there, cheering them on. Be there, be square.
What does being engaged look like at an East football game?
Well, get hype, being turned, following the cheers, actually watching the game instead of sitting down and talking to your friends. Pretty much just stuff like that.
What does being engaged look like to you at a football game?
Clapping along with the band and following the cadences that the drummers give us.
What does it look like to you to be engaged at an East football game?
We want to make sure that the student section will cheer with us.
We want to make sure that they other school can hear you. So I kind of like when it's kind of fun when the other school competes with each other.
What does being engaged look like to you at a football game?
Being quiet during the national anthem, when a player's hurt, and when the Scarlets are on offense.
Yeah, yeah,
Being accountable look like to you at a football game?
Having the largest student body in Iowa high schools, so we should probably have the largest student section at every football game and sporting event. That's what it looks like to me.
What does being accountable look like at a football game to you?
Throwing trash away, your bottles, food, and knowing the school fight song.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
What does safe look like to you at an East football game?
Not getting into fights and not throwing bottles into the tuba.
What are ways students can be safe at an East football game?
Not running around or chasing each other. Also, not throwing things at the cheerleaders while they're cheering or at each other in the stands.
What does being safe look like to you at an East football game?
Not bringing in backpacks or air horns or drugs or substances that can be looked upon as a bad thing to have on you.
What does being safe look like at a football game?
Not bringing your backpacks.
What does being safe look like at a football game?
Walking down the bleachers and not running. And
Look like to you at a football game?
don't run around.
That's it?
That's it.
Being safe at a football game look like to you?
Like kids running around play fighting and stuff, because there's like old ugly people there and they handicapped and stuff. Like if you knock them over, like that's disrespectful. Like why don't you just be sitting down paying attention to the game and like cheering along with the rest of the students sitting in the student section, listening to the game and watching the game. So you actually be a part of the school, be a Scarlet, being East. That's being engaged and being safe.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What does being thoughtful look like to you at a football game?
Being quiet and taking off your hat if you have a hat on when the national anthem is playing, or when a player's hurt. Be quiet.
What does it mean to you to be thoughtful at a football game?
You can be thoughtful at football games by not cursing, pick up your own trash, listen to administrators, etc.
Being thoughtful look like to you at an East football game?
Being kind to one another and being quiet when a player is hurt.
What does being thoughtful look like to you at an East football game?
Just being respectful to the cheerleaders, the student section as itself, and this goes for everybody, including the seniors as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, I'm recording. So, tell me how you feel about underclassmen being at football games cheering.
I don't really have a problem with it, like, as long as they're cheering.
They're free to sit wherever they want, even in the student section.
Yeah, I mean, I understand, like, seniors first row, that's expected, because it's our year.
Yeah.
But
As long as you're cheering.
as long as you're cheering, I don't care what grade you are. Just don't sit in the very first row, then we don't have a problem.
As long as you love the game.
Yeah, that too.
Participation.
Don't get me started.
Tell us how you feel about underclassmen coming to the football game on Friday.
How I feel about that? It's fun to have young people there, but we all have the loudest and most craziest student section we could ever have. We should have more underclassmen.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Hey, I'm finna show you how to